Welcome back to One Shots, everybody. The players are in Fortune, this dark and twisted, creepy town, in search of Lort, the cannibalistic murderer who they've been tracking for 150 miles. You guys have just come to the Hanged Man, an inn in Fortune.
So yeah, I've just said to Bishop, I'll try it your way inside here and be a little bit more pleasant. So as we walk in, I try and force a not such an intense stare, and try and hold my face easily and try and look somewhat approachable.
The front door creaks loudly as you open and enter into a small, dirty, common room. Two coats hang on a stand beside the counter, behind which sits a thin, malnourished man with rat-like eyes that dart about the room. Welcome to the Hanged Man.
Thank you, good sir. We are here in hopes of investigating a foul murder. Perhaps you have heard of the unfortunate soul.
No, there were no murders here last night. No.
No. Unfortunately, this happened near the river. But
yes.
We have been tracking a murderer and cannibal through the wilds, and he has made his way here to your town. Perhaps you could give us some information. There is a man known by the name of Lort, came into town yesterday. Fat man, Barnes.
Would you like a room for the night? Well, before we discuss, yes, a room, maybe some stew. We do not get very many visitors here. It's a difficult inn to keep up. Yes.
Perhaps, if you tell us what we need to know, I could pay for some stew. I could do with some eating. It has been a long and hot day. But come, sit with us. Tell us what you know of Lort.
Lort? I do not know Lort.
An outsider. What
No.
outsiders have been through here, if any?
No. No outsiders. No guests. You are first guests in many months here.
So what did you do last night then?
What sort of question is that? What do you mean? What did I do last night? I work at the inn.
Right, but without any guests.
There is always work to be done. Would you like stew? Yes, I can make stew. I am very good cook.
Sure. Let me cook with you.
No, it's my job. Please, I have not had a chance to cook for people in some time. My family
and I haven't had a chance to do some good spices in a long time either. Come. Show me your kitchen. And I want to, make him walk with me.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll get up and start ushering him as well.
You guys usher him into the kitchen, and he looks really uncomfortable as you guys usher him into the kitchen. He keeps looking about, even though there's nothing to look at. He just seems really on edge with you guys here.
I want to put him very on edge. That was the point, right? I want this guy freaking out.
This is kitchen, yes? Only room for one cook. You know saying, too many cooks in kitchen and soup gets burned. Yes?
Oh, it's good. It's all about the spices, you know. You can eat gruel for days and years even, to the end of time if you got enough rosemary. Now let me look around in here. And I start digging through spices. And then I just, throwing things in. So you don't get very many visitors here. There's one outsider that comes in. You don't even seek him out to see if he needs a room. And then I start looking through for rosemary.
He seems to actually already have a pot of stew on the little grill there.
Yeah, I start staring through the stew.
It looks like it's got potatoes and carrots and some sort of gray meat floating in it. It looks maybe a little bit old.
Some sort of grey meat. I say to him, what actually is in this stew? It smells mighty fine.
It is special, a secret recipe passed down from great grandmother. I cannot say. It is a secret recipe. You stay night at inn? Yes? Very good. Could use new customer.
Yeah, maybe you could show us the rooms after you've prepared the stew.
Yes. No. Yes. I show you rooms after stew. Of course.
I find a big pile of spice. I don't know what any spice is. I'm just talking about it as I throw it in. And I just walk over and throw it into the stew. I'm like, stir that up good. Spice will be good for it. And then I go back to the...
you ruined stew. Secret recipe, please do not touch.
Oh, it's okay. It's all about the spices. I'm telling you, it's good.
It's
and I start looking for more.
No.
And then I'm going to ask him more questions. I keep doing this. I keep doing things he doesn't want me to do. And then I keep throwing more shit in his stew. And I keep pressing him with questions about outsiders. And then I'm going to cast my thought spell.
All right. He seems very panicked about you messing up his grandmother's stew recipe. Your thought capture spell brings to mind the image of one of the bedroom doors.
Okay.
It's just an image of one of the doors in the back.
Can I, like, how unique is this door? Like, can I describe it easily to Gunther, or do I need to go to it myself?
No, it's a pretty standard, normal-looking door. You've got like the inn has when you enter in, there's this small, dirty, dingy, common room. To the right is that coat rack with a couple of coats on it, and that small little counter behind which he sits. Behind that is the kitchen area. On the other side, from where the kitchen would be, is a narrow hallway that leads back, and it's got 2 rooms on the left and right side, and then 1 room at the back. And so this image in mind is looking down the hallway to the door at the end of the hall, with the other doors on the side.
I look at Gunther and I say, I'm going to keep cooking here with our guest. Seems he needs more help than I realized. There's a door in the back. I suggest you look through it, Mr. Right down
room
the
is
back
not
of the
ready.
hallway.
Room is not ready yet. Not ready yet. Please, stew first.
Oh, no worries. I'll help you with the stew. Gunther's going to go check out the room. Right down straight in the back, Mr. Gunther.
Look, okay. I mean, I noticed you casting your spell. I don't know what it is, so
It's pretty obvious. Yeah.
I'll investigate. I'll investigate that.
Actually, when you say that and start to head in that direction, there is a crashing sound. It's like wood being broken coming from the end of the hall.
All right, I start running.
Okay.
What does the guy do when the crash happens, actually?
He winces and kind of tightens up his stance.
I turn back to him and give him like a mad-eyed look of like serious anger, and then take off in the direction of the noise.
He kind of backs into the corner and doesn't quite crouch down, but kind of shrinks into a small form, kind of still twitching about, looking at Bishop. Gunther, you make it down the hall pretty quickly to this door.
I try and open it.
It's locked.
All right, I try and just like smash it open.
All right, give me an open doors check. What is your check?
13.
You can get 13 or lower on a d20.
7.
Boom! You kick open the door with a nice big thwap right next to the lock. The door comes plowing off its hinges. You look around the room, you see a bed that's recently been slept in, a set of window shutters, one of which is clearly just hanging by a single hinge, the other's been knocked all the way open.
Okay. Then I just, try and leap out the window.
You hop out the window and look down the street. You can see fading into the darkness down the block is a fleeing figure. A heavy set figure.
How far?
About a minute and a half ahead of you.
Yeah, so yardage, like, a couple of 100 yards.
Yeah, like 150 yards. You can barely make him out in the night.
Let's say I wanted to chase after him and then throw a thrown weapon at him. Is there any chance? I mean, if we were in combat, then I'd be able to move and then throw.
You do a half move and then throw a weapon.
Yeah.
So you could move 60 yards and throw a weapon.
60 yards is the range.
Right. Is that the range of your weapon?
Yeah, at long range.
Well, he's already 150 yards from you, so even if you beat him in initiative, he'd be out of range.
All right, but then I just want to try and chase him then.
Sure. So you take off after him. Meanwhile, Bishop, back in the kitchen, you hear Gunther kick down the door. It's an obvious sound.
Uh-huh.
And you see the innkeeper wince at this noise again.
So I want to crouch down and just get like eye to eye with him. And my voice drops kind of deeper and I say, "Son, did you knowingly hide a murderer from the men of the law?"
He threatened my life. He brandished knife. He said if people come looking for him, I say no one else. He cut out my tongue and feed it to me.
And yet, here we are, a paladin and a cleric.
No,
We're here to bring him in.
I have no
You
choice.
broke the law, my friend.
I have no choice. No choice.
There is always choice. And I whip out my mace and I clock him over the head.
Wow.
Damn it! I missed the execution.
You just make an attack roll and don't roll a 1. He's pretty backed into the corner and sniveling, so it's not hard to hit and miss.
It's an 11.
There you go. Roll me some damage.
I want to do it in a way that's like, I'm knocking him out, yeah?
Oh, you're
Does that
not
make
trying to
sense?
murder him?
I'm not trying to squish his brain. I'm trying to, like, knock him funny.
Okay. Well, that's your attempt, but when hitting someone in the head with a mace, it can go wrong. All right.
3 points again.
You crack him in the side, and he reels to the ground, still conscious, but just like stunned and like, oh. He starts crawling for the exit to the kitchen, blood leaking from his hand or head.
I'm just
and
going to
running into
step
his eye.
on his back as he crawls, right? So
No.
I have him pinned.
No, please, no.
I lean down and I say, you are lucky that impeding the law does not have punishment of murder. But you will know next time. Do not impede just application of the law.
Please, no.
If it happens again, my friend is not as lenient as I.
I'm sorry.
And I tap him on the head with my mace, and I say, remember well. And then I walk off
So
out of the kitchen.
So sorry.
So sorry.
I'm gonna go find, like, I guess I walk out of the kitchen, I'm gonna go find that door that Gunther walked into.
You see the door kicked open, and even through the open door, you can see the window. I think you don't have a sight of Gunther, who has stepped out into the city.
I don't have a sight of Gunther.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go find the sheriff if I can. Did he tell me where he was gonna go?
The sheriff?
Yeah.
No, he did not tell you where he will be.
There's no guards in the streets. Are there peasants in the streets?
Yeah, you step out and you see the occasional peasant.
I call to them and I tell them, did you see a fat man being chased by Gunther, my companion?
They look to you and then quickly hurry inside and shut their doors.
It's very, very unfortunate. I walk back into the kitchen and I look at the man and I say, tell me, you have opportunity to prove you are just and lawful in eyes of the Lord. I'm turning into you, Neil. I can't hear it and to not try to make
It's all right, man. I do the same thing to you. I can't stop speaking like Croak.
I had a little bit of croak before as well.
Yeah. And I look at him and I say, tell me, what do you know of this man? You say he brandished a knife at you?
Yes.
What did he say other than not to tell anyone that he was here? What were his intentions? How long did he plan to stay? Where is he going?
He no tell me. He just say, give him food, give him shelter, or I die like stuck pig.
Nothing at all? I want to like pick his bloody head up and like look at it like very intently.
No,
Nothing at all.
he threatened to kill me if I say anything, and I know nothing. He tell me nothing. He say, no talk.
I make a dramatic motion with my club as if I was gonna hit him, and then I just put it on my belt, and I lay my hands on his face, and I cast Cure Light Wounds.
Ooh, roll for some healing. And I think that's all your spells for today.
It is.
Okay. He rubs his bloody head with his hand and goes, oh, God, that's... Oh.
You were honest and truthful. This is a warning to you. Never forget, trespassing the law has dangerous consequences.
Yeah, of course.
I must now find my companion. And I make my way out of the inn and I guess head in the, like, if you can draw a line between the window that I saw and just like out straight, I'm just gonna walk straight away from that, assuming that he didn't bother to serpentine.
Right. Actually, the window opens out into a street that goes left and right. It doesn't open out into a straight street.
I'm going to say most people are dominant right-handed and are more likely to turn to their right, so I will go down the right side of the street.
Okay. You hop out and go that way. Let's flip back to Gunther.
Okay.
Gunter,
I'm chasing him.
You are chasing him through the town streets. He's got a
I would
pretty good
argue-
lead on you.
I'd argue I'm a good sprinter though with 18 strength.
Damn. 18 dash what strength?
54.
Oh my god. Okay. You are chasing him through the streets, headed northward, which is to the right of the inn. Going out the window.
Nice.
He's got that nice big lead on you, and he actually comes past a turnip cart, and you can see just a momentary glint of something in his hand off this thin crest of moonlight, and you hear a donkey give a sort of noise and
That
lurch
bastard.
forward. The cart tips on edge, spilling its contents around, and the peasants out in this little small night market swarm with the contents of this cart. Within 30 seconds or so, you catch up and notice turnips just kind of spread out all over the ground and people swarming to gather them up and scurry them away. They block
saying
the
that
road pretty well.
Can I attempt to just like barge through them?
Yeah, why don't you give me an open doors check to kind of just kick your way past these peasants without having them impede you?
Pass.
Nice. So you knock through them very easily and make your way northward.
Yeah, I keep chasing him. Can I see him still?
Yes, but just barely.
Halt, fiend!
Okay.
It's too bad this isn't a cabbage cart. We could have Avatar going.
He comes to a stop after having grabbed a woman around the waist and holding a knife to her throat. He stops in the middle of the street and starts backing. He's very close to the river right now, backing towards it, knife to the woman's throat, arm around her waist. And he says in his heavy voice, "You! Don't come any closer. She gets
You can't run forever, Lord. I draw my sword.
She'll die."
I say, you've killed someone every night while I've been following you. You think I care for the life of one more peasant? And I'm just like
You
taking
should.
slow steps towards him. Don't know. Does he?
He keeps backing towards the water. He's still a good 20 or 30 feet from it, but as you step towards him, he steps towards the water.
Yeah, I'm not like. I'm trying to. I'm not trying to scare him into actually doing it. I'm just trying to keep him backing up. Right, just taking slow steps. There's no need to do this, Lord. If you surrender now, perhaps the star will judge your soul justly, and you may find some peace in the afterlife. Unfortunately, your body is no longer for this world.
Take one more step, and I'm gonna gut her.
I'll
At this
stop.
point, he's like 5 feet from the water's edge. He's kind of standing in the thick mud. Give me
Is
a
there anywhere
perception
else for
check
him to
there,
go?
Gunther. He could go left or right, but give me a perception check there, Gunter.
12, I need 11. Fail. Wait, I don't know, how are we doing it?
Well,
That's a 23.
a 23 is a pass.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
So many
There you
different
go.
rule systems.
Yeah, sorry. I've come full circle and now I can't remember how to do it the real way.
All right, so you notice kind of standing behind him, not standing, but like floating in the water behind him a little ways are some crocodiles or alligators. I don't think Gunther knows the difference.
Okay. Well, are they thinking about coming up the shore?
You just see them kind of floating in the water.
Okay,
You
maybe
have
I'll try.
hungry eyes, Gunther. Hungry eyes.
Maybe I'll try and keep him talking then. I say, you may think there's no more difference between killing one more girl, but a star will know. You will be judged more harshly if you repent now. Perhaps there is some help for your soul.
I'm not gonna die here today. Why
Then
don't you
you
just
are a
put that
fool.
sword on the ground and back away slowly? Do it. Put it down. He drives the knife into her neck a little bit, causing some blood, and she gives a short scream, a stifled cry, really.
Can I ask a question about the law here? Like, would I feel like I'm more interested in catching this guy than I am in saving this girl. But if I don't want to do it and then be in breach of my paladinhood.
Well, you can't kill innocent people.
Yeah, but I'm not killing them. He is.
I mean, that's some pretty sketchy moral ground that you're standing on. I think paladins
I think
try
it's
not to stand
though,
on
because it's
sketchy
rules
ground.
lawyering.
It's rules lawyering. Okay. Then I'll sheath my sword then.
Back away.
This'll do you no good, Lord. You won't escape me forever. And I take a step back.
You'll never find me, he says. He takes a whirl and tosses the girl into the water with a cry.
God damn it.
And then takes a break to one side.
I mean, I go chasing after him again.
You leave the girl to the crocodiles?
Oh right, she's not dead. Okay.
She's
Then,
alive.
yeah, I'll go and run up and try and pull her out, and I'll attack a crocodile if it's attacking her.
All right. I need you to roll initiative against the crocodiles here. I think at this point, while you're starting to fight the crocodiles, Bishop is probably running into view. You can see the small
I wasn't
crowd.
running really. I didn't know that I was on the right track even. So like I was walking this direction hoping to see them.
All right, so
And,
probably at this point you have walked across this the spilled turnip cart, and a man yelling at the people around him, "My turnips! Give me the turnips! What are you doing? No, those are mine! Those are
my
mine!"
turnips!
The scene of chaos with this guy trying to gather them up and put them back.
Do
in the
I
cart.
see the
bleeding
very
donkey.
end of that exchange where the girl is thrown in and this guy take off?
I don't think you're quite there yet. If you weren't running.
Okay, that's fine then. Then I
just see,
find
like-
the turnip guy.
You want
I'm
to
trying
initiative
to
it,
find
right?
peasants and have them go get the sheriff, right? Like, we found Lort, he's on the run. Like, I've been telling that to people as I walk by.
I think these peasants want nothing to do. They have no interest in helping you whatsoever.
I tell it to them anyway.
Okay. They're the worst
Seems to
peasants
me
you've
that
ever seen.
Good laws, like following people, should take note and find the sheriff. But I'm making little notes in my black book of like, this guy's unlawful, this guy's unlawful.
Yeah, that's pretty much like everyone is ignoring you. And this is a twisted place. But Nick, roll me some initiative against the crocodile.
How many crocodiles are we talking about here?
Well, it's hard to tell. You see one for certain, but they are pretty good at hiding.
All right, 12.
Okay. You go second, I believe, unless crocodiles are size large. Let me see.
It might be.
I think crocodiles are medium.
Okay.
They are. No, they are size large. Lucky
Are they
you.
really?
You go first. Yeah.
I might have screwed my party.
Then can I? Is this crocodile attacked the girl yet or not?
No. You get there before anyone.
Or can I just like grab her and pull her away from the edge?
Okay. You drag her back onto shore. The crocodile takes its turn and it waddles on shore and makes a leap, a hissing ow at you. It comes
Yeah, I
biting
put,
through
I
your
put
legs.
myself in front.
What is
of
your
a, like-
armor class, sir?
Can I use my shield here?
Did you have your sword sheathed or drawn?
I sheathed my sword, but I suppose I was chasing him. Yeah, I guess I don't have my shield out. Although, running up to the girl to fight the crocodiles, I may have drawn my shield out.
Okay, so you've got your shield but no sword. So does a 18 hit you?
No.
No?
So 10 for base, right? 5 for chainmail.
Yeah.
16 dex, so that's 2.
And then shield
then-
is 3.
Shield proficiency, yeah.
Shit. So your total AC is 20?
Yeah.
Alright. The crocodile comes to ravage your legs, but you interpose your shield, blocking its toothy snout from getting you. You manage to pull the girl to shore well away from the crocodile, who wades back into the water very quickly.
I shout to the girl, like, get inside, find somewhere safe, and take off running the way that Lort went.
Okay. You start to run around the corner, and he's gone. No sight of him.
Ah! I throw my shield down on the ground and let out like a roar. And just like look around and cast detect evil intent and circle around. It's only 60 feet, so just only if he was hiding somewhere, I guess.
You do not detect evil intent within 60 feet. I gotta read what this evil intent shit is.
Well, it's not detect evil. I think is the killer. It's not as good as detect evil. I think it's only if somebody is about to commit a evil act. But it's in the paladin's granted powers bit.
Concentrating on locating evil in a direction, he can do this often as desired, but each time takes a round. His ability detects evil monsters and characters. Okay. Yeah, you don't detect any evil.
Then I grab my shield.
Or maybe I should say you just get like a very low level of evil from everything around you. Like a really low level. Just like the hair stands up on the back of your neck, but you don't notice any particular evil thing.
Everything is evil.
There's just everything is uncomfortable. No one has pure thoughts.
See, this is why I've been on edge this whole time, because I've been feeling it the whole time we've been here. Mm-hmm. So I pick my shield back up and put it on my back. And
I think at
which
this
way
point,
did he?
Bishop is coming into view.
Yeah, all right. So I guess I see him as I'm looking around. Bishop.
Which way you go?
Here. I mean, I point that way. I lost him. I had to save this girl.
Time to find him again. Let's go.
I don't know where he went. Like what? I don't know.
So we're at the river, right? He went up or down the river. Let's follow it.
Yeah, but there's the streets, isn't there, where he could have turned off.
Yeah.
Well, then you take the first street that he could have turned off on, and I'll take the second one. If we don't find him, we'll go back up the river and try it again.
Very well.
He's out and about, and these people don't like outsiders, right? Let's find him.
All right. Yes, so keep looking then. Run. Take the first left.
So, yeah, Gunther's gonna take the first street. I'm gonna take the next street up. We're gonna try to find him, accosting someone else with a knife, trying to get escape. I think accosting people with a knife here is probably not going to help him much. They tend to not like him.
Right. So you guys start making your way through the streets.
Maybe, I mean, I'll ask people as we walk past them, like, did you see a large, fat foreigner running down here?
Give me a charisma check at -4.
I have the skill oratory, although that's probably more for speeches
Oratory? Is that a
Yes.
skills and powers optional?
It's a paladin handbook.
Oh, you pulled shit from the Paladin's handbook.
Well, it's not like it's an OP proficiency. It's
all right. That's fine. It's legit. Give me that charisma check, please.
Okay.
What does the oratory skill do?
I think it just helps you convince crowds and stuff if you were to give a speech like we all need to take up arms and go and fight the trolls kind of speech. Oh no.
You literally rolled the one of two numbers you can.
The people ignore you and hurry themselves back into their houses.
All right. Keep going there.
All right, Bishop. How are you conducting your search?
I'm going down the streets, right? And I'm looking for signs of if you bang on someone's door and then accost them with a knife, there's going to be scuffle marks, right? I'm looking for scuffle marks in front of doorways in these streets, and I'm also keeping an eye on the street for the telltale sign of fat men running. And then I guess if this one doesn't work, I'm going to go down the next one.
All right, so you come down these streets. You don't see any scuffle marks. It's dark, though. It's hard to get a good view of anything. And I think you guys both go down maybe... I guess there's not really city blocks. It's not laid out in a nice grid. But eventually you guys come to an intersection where the two of you meet after making it about halfway back through the city. And run into each other with a fruitless endeavor.
I can't believe we've lost him again. I was this close.
You truly were.
This man has no shame. He had a chance to repent. Esther would have looked kinder upon him if he had repented then. But now, I shake my head.
No, you are right. He is truly an evil man. Tell me, How would you escape in a city where you are unwanted and unliked? You did not threaten someone to force them to hide you, and you are not seen running through the streets. I'm quite at a loss myself.
Do we think that he'd be stopped leaving through the gates?
Yes, I 100% believe he would be.
If I could only imagine he'd stay in some abandoned building. I doubt the innkeeper. Well, that's something that could cheer me up.
I have judged the innkeeper. He has paid for his crimes. Perhaps what we need to do is on the morrow find someone that can point us to any abandoned areas in the city, places where perhaps unsafe or unfit for citizens, and we can go through them one at a time.
I mentioned that to the captain of the guard. He said it would be a long and arduous task.
Upholding the law can be long and arduous, but it is a worthy task.
Indeed, but I fear that we would never have the manpower or the time to search all of the buildings. There must be a better way. He was sleeping in that inn, which means that he does favor a place to sleep.
Yes, that he does.
And food. He obviously favors food.
I think it would be a poor decision to go back to another inn, but it is possible we could find another one there. Mayhaps we should go check out his room. It is possible that he left in a hurry and may have left something behind that could help us track him or find out what he's doing.
That's a good idea, yes. Let's go back.
Let's go see our beaten up innkeeper again.
Okay. You guys make your way back to the Hanged Man. You find it much the same as you left it. The front door is shut. The sign is kind of waving in the slight breeze of the cool night air. The small moon that is there is kind of setting on the sky. It's just that thin crescent. Or is it just rising?
Regardless,
yes.
It's up.
Yes.
I just walk in. I smile at the innkeeper, but I don't say anything to him.
Actually, you step in and the room is empty.
Okay.
That door to the bedroom in the back has been shut. Well, it looks like it was tried to be shut, but it's kind of slightly open. Looks like the lock is probably broken on it.
I say to Bishop, what did you do with his body?
Oh no, it was not necessary in the Lord's mind to kill him, but we did teach him a lesson.
Then where is he?
He must have gotten up and gone on his own accord, perhaps to seek some medical attention for his head.
Is the door open, Neil? Was it locked?
The door to the inn?
Yeah.
The door was unlocked.
He wouldn't leave it unlocked, would he?
This is a very strange town. I would have not expected so were it another place, but could very well be so. Come, let's check this door. Let's check this man's room. If need be, we can search the whole inn if it would make you feel better.
I feel that Lorth might have been back here, taking them on.
Well, excellent. Perhaps we'll find some clue as to where he may have taken him.
Now we'll go and search his room.
All right. Lort's room is much as you left it. The window is hanging off the hinge. The bed is tousled like someone had just gotten out of it. You find a small coin purse resting on a nightstand filled with 7 silver coins and 24 copper coins.
It seems this will make a nice donation to the church.
They could certainly use it.
Indeed. I'll make sure to hand it to Father Rupert at some point. And I'll tie it to my belt.
Give me perception checks, both of you, while you search this room.
Yeah, all right. 13.
17.
Awesome. You guys are so good. You give a cursory search of the room that turns up nothing.
We are some good investigators, that's for sure.
Okay. So
I'm gonna look at the stew that was in there.
Look at the stew. Okay, go to town.
You notice the fire is still on, and the stew has been bubbling over for some time.
This.
There are blood
He would-
streaks on the ground where the bishop was wounded earlier. Or not the bishop, the innkeeper was wounded by a bishop earlier.
Is this your doing, Bishop? I'm pointing to the bloodstains.
I hear you call that out. I look around the corner. I'm like, yup.
Let's see. He's obviously run off in a hurry. The fact that the door's unlocked leads me to believe that he wasn't in control of his own situation. But let's for a minute think that perhaps he leaves the door unlocked. Anyway, where could he have been going? To warn someone? I don't see, unless there are other people in this town in league with this Lord.
I got the impression that Lort was not in league with these men so much as he threatened this man's life, and being weak-willed was tempted to the wrong side of the law.
Why would he seek to protect the Lord in our presence? Surely then he no longer feared for his own life.
This is the lesson I taught him, but at the time, this was a lesson he did not know.
If you had been captured by someone and held against your will, and then the city guard came to the place where you were held captive.
Ah, but we are not city guard. We are seen as outsiders. We are seen as men not to be trusted and men to be feared. We are not quite as welcome as Astaire would wish us to be.
Perhaps it still doesn't sit right with me that he would still protect this man in our presence. He was in no more danger then. How could
I mean,
Lord...
he still had an open head wound. Let's take a look and see if we can track his bleeding skull.
It's a good
I didn't
idea.
want to heal him all the way up.
You look at the blood on the ground, and you definitely see some drops of blood that kind of head out into the common room, and there's a small pool of blood against one of the cushions in a chair. And then you see a streak of blood across the cushion. It looks like maybe a bloody hand was run across it, and a few more drops that lead you kind of back in the direction, not of the kitchen, but on the other side of the little counter to where there is a trap door that looks like it leads down to the cellar.
I believe we've found the location of our dear innkeeper. Perhaps he needs to be judged for other crimes as well. And I'm going to throw open this trap door.
It opens with a clatter.
Please, Bishop, let me go first.
I make the motion.
All right, I go down.
Okay. You enter into the dim basement. In fact, I shouldn't say dim. I should say completely pitch black basement. You cannot see anything down here.
I hand Bishop a lantern.
Okay,
Hold this.
with pleasure.
You can find some
hold the
fire,
lantern.
light the lantern.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. You head downstairs into the basement. There
I've
are
got my
many
weapons drawn.
various crates just packed up with things. You see a counter, like a workbench, with a cage filled with rats. Adjacent to the cage is a cutting block, and then there's a little basket filled with rat tails and some grayish meat sitting on the cutting block.
Well, it's preferable to what I suspected.
I agree. I'm surprised that he's down here with no light at all. Let's find him.
Did you get his name?
Innkeeper! I have
Innkeeper.
more questions for you.
It's quiet down here, other than the screeching and clawing of the rats in the cage. The basement's not that big. Maybe 12 feet across and 8 feet deep. But there are many crates and boxes. Maybe it's like 15 by 12. But there are
Okay.
crates and boxes and kind of shelves filled with old, useless things stacked up all
There's
over
no
the place.
Lort back here.
So I start using my shield
I
to
mean,
smash
there's no
away the boxes.
innkeeper.
There's no one obvious, but there's a lot of nooks and crannies.
Yeah, I start
Yeah.
smashing boxes out of the way, Neil, with my shield.
Okay. You start smashing boxes, and up from behind one of these boxes pops Lort. His face is a little bit bloody, and he holds a large meat cleaver in his
Oh, it is
hands.
Lort.
He's still chewing on something, and looks at the two of you and goes, Well,
Lay down your weapon, Lord. We shall judge you fairly in the courts and in the eyes of the gods and these men here in the city.
like hell you will.
We are bound by law to do so. Throw down your weapon. Come with us. You have nowhere to go.
He squats back down behind behind the thing, and then pops back up holding an ear and starts gnawing on it.
All right, I charge him.
Okay. Roll
Yeah,
me
fuck this guy.
initiative. Bishop, if you're gonna hop in combat too.
He's had more than enough chances, I imagine, over the years.
Maybe he just needs one more.
Oh no, I fully intend to find him guilty and murder his ass, but like,
Yeah, but he's not going to surrender.
I want to do it. I want to do it with a big display in the middle of the street. I don't want to kill him. I want to.
Oh yeah, no, we won't kill him. We won't kill him if we can avoid it. I almost took man catcher proficiency. It's like a 20-foot ball with like a thing on the end. I decided against it because I thought it's not very
A paladin
powerful.
with a man catcher. That'd be great.
It would have been quite good, wouldn't it?
All right, Lort goes first.
He beats a
surprising-
9?
Yeah, he beats a 9. He's surprisingly quick for his size, and he swings his meat cleaver at, I guess Nick is in front, at Nick. With a miss. The meat cleaver clatters across your chainmail. Do you have your shield out, Nick?
Do I have what, Neil?
Do you have your shield out?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Bishop.
All right, I want to make a called shot to hit his hand that's holding the meat cleaver with my mace.
You want to disarm him?
Yes,
Okay, we have rules for disarm.
I believe it's a -4.
Yeah, so you're making a called shot. Go ahead.
It's a 7.
Oh, it's a miss. Okay.
Yeah.
Gunter.
All right. I would like to feint an attack with my sword and then shield bash him to the ground.
All right, make me a shield bash attack.
How does that? How do you work out the to hit? Is it just normal melee attack? Yeah.
Shield punch is treated as a normal secondary weapon attack. The primary weapon suffers a -2. Secondary, so you're not making a sword attack, so you can just do a -2 to hit.
Because it's offhand.
Right, but you have high dex, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you have, what does your
So-
missile attack adjust?
1.
1, so it's only a penalty of 1 to hit.
But then I get my strength bonus as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Oh, never mind.
You punch and miss. Let's roll initiative for next round. You guys see by lantern light that behind the crate is the innkeeper's body.
I assumed as much. Yeah. Well,
Yes.
I'm going last.
The rats in their cage continue to squeak and squeal. Gunter, you go next.
This time I'll slash him with my sword. 16.
Hit.
Does he count as large?
Nope, man-sized.
He's so fat.
sake.
He's a large creature.
Man, bad rolls.
Cut him across the chest. He's wounded, but still kicking.
There is still time to surrender, Lord.
You'll never take me alive.
No, where are you gonna run this time?
Wow, Bishop, you went slow.
I did.
What is
Real
your weapon?
slow. My weapon is a footman's mace.
Oh,
It has speed
right.
7.
Right. Okay. Lort takes a slash at Bishop this time. Yes. What is your armor class, Bishop?
14.
He criticals you.
Oh,
I'm dead.
You're dead?
Probably. I have 8 HP.
Oh.
He gets 2d8. I'm.
No, he's got a meat cleaver. It does d5.
Oh.
Meat
He
cleaver.
deals 5 damage to you, and give me a saving throw versus death. Besides, this is -10, and then you're dead, so you're good.
Nice.
This is
That's a
yeah, this is
fail.
easy.
That's a fail.
Yep.
Gunter's gonna lose a hand. I mean, Bishop.
Slashing versus humanoids on the torso.
I think a cleaver should have a better chance of dismemberment.
Please don't dismember my torso.
Torso struck. Victim stunned 1 round, reduced to half movement with minor bleeding. So you're stunned for... You lose your round this round.
Yep. Okay.
And we roll initiative for next.
Do I get... I don't get my second attack this round because I didn't attack with the sword.
No, paladins do not get to specialize in
I've got
expertise
though.
Oh, okay, then yeah, you still don't get to specialize.
It would...
Oh, you still don't get the attack, yeah. It's...
Yeah. I do get the second. I do get 2 attacks, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, the rats seem to be squealing more eagerly now that blood has been shed. Give me your initiative.
10.
Bishop, you get initiative on this round still.
I know, I'm thinking, I'm sorry. I guess we'll just do this.
Okay.
13.
Lort goes first again. He takes another hack at Bishop, seeing a weakness in the party's ranks. Ooh. It's almost a hit, but at the last moment, Bishop ducks out of the way and it clatters into a post.
Very good.
Gunter.
Yeah. I'll attack him with my sword. Fuck. Man. Gunter gets bad rolls on his actual attacks. I always get good rolls with Malachi.
The sprawl in the basement has started to really push boxes away. The 3 of you have kind of moved out together into this open space near the staircase. Bishop, your back is to the bottom of the stairs. Gunter, your back is to the rats, and Lort's back is to the dead body in the crates.
Mm-hmm. I want to try and pivot around so I can got my back to the stairs if it can.
Bishop's already in that position.
Sure, yeah, but maybe I want to try and get in front of him.
Well, it's Bishop's turn, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Let's smash him over the head.
Do it.
Nope.
And Gunter, you get your second attack.
The point of having 18 strength if you can't roll more than a 6.
Let's roll initiative for next round.
So for this round of combat, Neil, I would like to essentially forego an attack to just prevent him from doing anything to get away, right? I want to just become a shield wall, right, in front of this set of stairs and push him into Gunther if need be.
Sure. Do you have a shield?
I do.
Okay.
I can put the lantern down, right, and get my shield out.
Yeah. So you can put on your shield and take a full defense for this turn.
Okay.
Okay.
11.
11 for you. All right. Lort goes first. He's going to try and hack Bishop down. He clatters his meat cleaver against your shield. Gunter.
Mm. 8.
Nope.
Miss.
Nope. Initiative again.
Same thing. I'm forcing him to have to deal with Gunther, right? My issue here is to just prevent him from having a chance to escape. So
yeah, and I'd like to pivot in between him and Bishop
back to stairs, shield wall.
Okay. There's not really any room to pivot in between Bishop and Lort. It's
okay.
Yeah, it's a really narrow area here.
Make sure you add your flanking, maybe even back attack if he's attacking the shield wall.
But Lort goes first again, railing on Bishop with on the edge. With a clatter off the shield again. His husky breathing is coming in a little bit heavier now. Sweat is starting to drip off his brow. The lantern light casts dancing shadows across the walls as Gunter
18.
hits.
Okay. 7.
You bring him down. He falls to the ground with his blood spilling across it.
Okay. Is there a...
is still going as it pumps blood from his body.
So
I shout to Bishop find some way to restrain him.
I'm a proficient healer, yeah?
I can.
Can I make a healing check to like stabilize him?
Yes, you can. Please make me a healing check.
I have to find my. Let's see. Healing was wisdom at a -2. There we go. $26.
Nice. Please roll me a d3 for the amount of HP that you can restore to him.
Can I just choose to restore? Oh, I guess we have to get it back to 0, right? Okay.
Yeah, so it would.
You bandage his wounds. They stop bleeding.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like he'll be fine. He's just unconscious for the time being.
Good. And then I have minor bleeding, which means I'm like still bleeding out eventually.
Yeah,
Is that something a
every
healing
10 minutes you'll take 1 point of bleeding damage.
Right. Is that something that I can bandage, or is that something that?
As a proficient healer, you can bandage it without making a check. You're just
Okay. Then I make sure our guy is available for public trial later, and then I'm gonna work on making sure my bleeding is taken care of.
Well, as I see you doing that, I'll go up to you and say, may a stir guide you so you can see this man's trial, and I'll cast lay on hands on you.
Oh, okay,
So
great.
heal you for 2.
Thank you.
And then I assume stop the bleeding as well.
Right. You guys hear some noise upstairs. Like footfalls in the inn.
Bishop, keep an eye on him. I'll go and see who that is and see if I can find some rope.
Sure. Be gentle with them. I'm sure they'll be upset to hear that another murder has taken place.
Of course, I feel much better having finally completed our quest. And
I as well.
I sheathe my weapons and go upstairs.
Okay. Upstairs, you see the sheriff.
Sheriff! Come quickly.
Dramos looks at you and goes, I heard about the incident down by the river.
Yes. The girl is okay, I assume.
Yes.
Quick, come down. We have found Lort.
Is he captured?
We currently have no rope, but yes, he is restrained
Bring
from
him
wounds.
here. We have ways of dealing with murderers in this town. Ways
No.
to set an example.
No, this man must stand trial.
There is no trial. He has been convicted of murder already, you said.
Not in the eyes of the gods. He must stand trial.
This trial...
I assure you, he will face the justice that he deserves, but it must be dished out in the proper way.
He is within our borders. This is within our jurisdiction.
I do not come here as an agent of a king or a lord, but as an agent of the gods. The gods respect no borders.
We follow the way of the gods here. We deal punishments as Vorasi sees fit. Do you know how she deals with the wicked?
With all due respect, Verasi is not the god in charge of law and order.
She is the god in charge of death, which is the crime, this man. Which is the punishment for this man's crimes.
And if he is found guilty, then he may meet his
Is there any
end.
doubt?
There must be a trial. Look, we can have the trial here. We can bring him there now. Once he is awake, he must see the consequence of his actions and be able to regret the things he has done before he goes to meet the Lord.
We hold trial at church. Bring him. And with
No,
that,
not.
the sheriff leaves.
All right, then me and Bishop will haul this guy up the stairs.
All right. You guys can do it. Not any problem. You can find rope in the inn as well. Maybe not like heavy rope, but enough to bind his hands so he can't break free of them.
Yeah. And then, can I pick him up? How much does he weigh?
It's like 260.
My gear weighs 83, so that would put me at 343, which is...
That's like 120 pounds more than my max press.
No, that is severely encumbered. So I can't carry him. But I guess I can We can carry him between us though. If I carry the majority of the weight.
If you can get him up from the if you can get him up the ladder, like we can carry him together. But
There's a ladder near on
can't
steps.
press him, right?
My max press is 305, so I think I can get him upright.
Yeah. So if you can haul his fat ass up, like we can carry him out.
You guys get him out of the cellar and into the inn. Why don't we hop to our last break, and we'll probably do a shorter fourth section for whatever trial you have in mind and whatever
It's going to be really quick, really.
It's going to be good, though. I'm going to get to use my item.
We'll see you guys on the other side of our break. Bye-bye.